Now we are given c exponent 6 plus 64 equals to 0. Now let's look at all the solutions here. Okay, the 6 solutions here. Now let's deal with this one. Now what 64 can be 4 to the power 3. So 4 to the power of 3 is 64. So we have c to the power of 6 minus 64. Sorry, plus 64 is equal to 0. Now let's change this one to cubes. Okay, we want to apply this the sum of cubes here. So I can say that c to the power of 2 all raised to 3. So in going back, 2 times 3 is 6. I've done nothing. 64 can also be written as 4 to the power of 3 equal to 0. Now let's recall this. A cube plus b cube the same as a plus b, a squared minus the product of a and b plus b squared equal to 0. So we have c squared plus 4. So let's compare c squared plus 4, and we have c squared again. So that is a squared. So that will be c squared squared. Let's look at that. Minus the product of 4 and c squared. 4c squared plus 4 squared 16 equal to 0. As simple as that. Now let's be very careful here. We have c squared here. Okay, so can we take it out? So let's take it out. Let m be c squared. Okay, so this side will be m plus 4. So this is m squared minus 4m plus 16 equal to 0. So when you come across situation like this, it means m plus 4 equals to 0, or m squared minus 4m plus 16 equals to 0. So with this, the first answer for m will be -4. So let's look for the other solutions here. So this one is a quadratic, which will give us additional 2 solutions. So we have m squared minus 4m plus 16 equals to 0. Now let's compare this one to general quadratic equation. So we have a as, so let's use m since we have m over there. So we have a as 1, b as -4, and c as 16. So we have m equals minus b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac on 2a. So we have m equals to, so minus b, so that will be minus 4 minus 4 squared, 4 times 1 times c, 16 on 2 times 1. So we have m minus is plus 4 squared. This minus 4 squared, that will be 16 minus. So on the calculator, 16 times 4, that will be 64. So we have 64 on 2. So from here, m is the same as 4 plus or minus. So when we subtract, we get negative 48 on 2. Okay. So 48 will be 16 times 3. So let's bring the negative out. So we have m 16 times 3 times negative 1, the same as minus 48. Okay. So this one is I from complex numbers. You have 4 plus or minus. You have a perfect square times this side is I on 2. 4 plus or minus 4 square root of 3I on 2. So once I split this one, my m will be, so 4 over 2 plus or minus. So and that will be 2 plus or minus 2 root 3I. Okay. So that is that. But that is not all. Remember, we have this information, m equals to c squared. M equals c squared. So m equals c squared. Now, what is m? So the first answer for m is minus 4. So we have minus 4 equals to c squared. Okay. And it's the same as, so this one is the same as c squared plus 4 equal to 0. C squared plus 2 squared equal to 0. Now a squared plus b squared is the same as a plus b I, a minus b I. So this one will be c plus 2I. Then we have c minus 2I equal to 0. So this one equal to 0 will be c equals to minus 2I. And this one will be plus 2I. So which will be plus or minus 2I. Okay. Now we can do same to this. Okay. So we have this 2 plus or minus 2 with 3I. So two plus or minus 2 3 I. So we take square root. So this side will go. C will be plus or minus square root of 2 plus or minus 2 3 I. So that's that.